So today we're making pumpkin spice cookies, beautiful around the holiday time, which is why I'm showing you now, but they are awesome throughout the year. I usually do them at Christmas and in the fall at Thanksgiving because pumpkin spice, right, is awesome. My sister is coming this weekend. It's her absolute favorite. So good time for you to learn how to make pumpkin spice cookies. Let's go. So the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 300 degrees. So before we start, we're going to take 1.5 cups of raisins and we're going to cover it completely with boiling water. And the reason you do that, pour boiling water over your raisins and let them soak for about 10 minutes, is because instead of having dried up raisins that are, so-so in the cookies, you've got these light, fluffy, moist raisins. So that's what it does when you soak your raisins. It just changes the raisins in your cookies and makes it so much better. So you're gonna take 1.5 cups of raisins and pour boiling water and soak them for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, you just strain the raisins and you're left with these beautiful plumped up raisins instead of hard, dry raisins in your cookies. So we're gonna take our first bowl and we're going to put 2.5 cups of flour in there. You can use all-purpose flour, it's fine. I use it all the time. And then I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of baking soda. We have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. A pinch of allspice. This is where the flavors are just beautiful from these spices. And then a pinch of nutmeg. And we are going to mix that all together. Easy peasy, just until it's mixed. So now in my mixer, I'm going to do some blending. You can do it like this. If you don't have a mixer, you can use your little hand mixer. If you don't have that, you can use a spoon. It's all good. Okay, so right now I'm going to put my 1 cup of packed brown sugar in the bowl. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1/2 cup of white sugar. Then I'm going to put 3/4 cups of butter. This is unsalted butter, but if you don't have unsalted butter in your house, don't run out to the grocery store. Just use salted butter, but omit the salt in the rest of the recipe. And if you've already put the salt in, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. I've done it many times. So this is 3/4 cups of unsalted butter. You're going to put 1 egg in the bowl. So 1 egg. And you're also going to put 1 cup of pure pumpkin. So if you don't have pumpkin out of your garden from the summer, that's okay. You can get pure pumpkin in the store in a can, as long as it says 100% pure pumpkin and it doesn't say pumpkin pie filling, because that's a different thing. So 100% pure pumpkin. And then you're going to get 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now I don't measure because I've been doing this a long time, but it is good to measure. So 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Don't forget in the middle of your blending to remove, the mix from the sides, because you want it all to blend in. So you can see it's a bit grainy. That's fine. That's what you want. To this mix, you're going to add your flour from your other bowl. you know, the flour and all the mixture of the flour and spices that you had in the other bowl. You're going to mix this in. Once it's moistened, now you're going to add your drained raisins. Put your raisins in here. Don't mix it too much, otherwise you'll mush up all the raisins. You just want to stir it enough that the raisins are into the batter. That's it, not too much. So now you're going to take these, and I'm old-fashioned. I use a spoon and a knife, but you're putting about a tablespoon of dough in there, and you can see the dough is very wet, quite wet. That's the way it's supposed to be. And you're going to put it on your cookie sheets. I like to use parchment paper, but if you don't have parchment paper, you can grease them with butter and flour, put a little sprinkling of flour on there, and that will do the trick as well. So now we're going to pop these into the oven at 300 degrees. So we've preheated the oven. Always put your cookies into a preheated oven. It makes a huge difference. Never put your cookies in an oven that's cold and then you turn it on. So the ovens are preheated at 300 degrees, and we're going to put it in there for 22 to 24 minutes, depending on your oven. So if you know, some ovens are slower, some ovens are faster, but you'll see when they're done, it's a nice cake-like cookie. Okay, let's do it. The last thing to do is try one. The spices are beautiful. My grandson, Connor, this is one of his favorite cookies as well. He'd say, "Nana, are you serious that you made pumpkin spice cookies?" He would love it. There'll be some for him as well. So pumpkin spice cookies, whether it's the holidays or any other time, they're awesome, and you have a great day.